Out of shape. I've always made weight. I train harder than any boxer out there. And I love the sport of boxing.
And he is confident he can sit atop that top 10 sooner than expected. His eyes are on the big target.
Bernard Hopkins, who the #1 guy, you know, but I'm not looking towards, you know, tonight. I'm just taking it one guy at a time.
While Hopkins is in the future, Freddie Cuevas is right in front of him. This senior phone technician has been a ring technician for nearly 9 years. He's connected plenty of lines, straight lines with straight rights, including his impressive work against impressive names. Wins over Charles Murray and Alfredo Rivera highlight his best stretch. That was last year. Since then, he took on Rogelio Martinez in May. It was a close fight that had Freddie ahead on all the punch stats. But he wasn't ahead on the scorecards. Just this past July 18th, he faced Miguel Anguilla. The 3 knockdowns scored in the first round, well, that had Freddie's confidence back. Now at 33 years old, he feels he is primed for his golden opportunity against Taylor. How does he feel about being played as an opponent?
Part of it bothers me, but at the same time it doesn't. He's a darling again that came out of the Olympics. But I look at this as my opportunity to show what I have to offer. And I plan on surprising and shocking a lot of people. I won't shock myself, and I won't shock the people that know me. But I'm going to shock a lot of people that don't know me.
Just moments ago, this was the scene at Alltel Arena. Everybody on their feet as Jermain Taylor, the title-contending former Olympian, steps in front of his home fans. Here's what he's up against tonight. 5'9" Freddie Cuevas. He's from Chicago. Started late in his career because he played basketball. In fact, he was part of an NAIA national title hoop team back in 1989. 22-5-1, 3-1-1 in his last 5. Murray, Rivera, past their prime, but still solid work for Freddie. Teddy's tips for Freddie Cuevas.
Well, if Cuevas is going to come here into the hometown of Taylor and pull off a big upset, he has to speed it up. We're talking about your left jab. You have a tendency to be slow with it. You need to be quick with it, or you're going to taste right hand from the undefeated Taylor. And number 2, double your treat. 2 jabs instead of 1. 1 will leave you short with the taller Taylor. 2 will get you inside and take away the room for his powerful right hand. 1 will leave you in the way of the right hand. And finally, number 3, circles. Keep giving movement around Taylor, making him turn so he's not set on his feet to punch or control the distance as you come in.
Well, Jermain Taylor is the toast of this town. He's been training in Florida, but he loves to come home to Arkansas. 16-0 now with 12 knockouts. His last 5, a 5-fight KO streak since his 10-rounder with Sam Hill. Just 16 rounds in those 5 fights. Makes quick work with that big power. Teddy Atlas's tips for Jermain Taylor.
Well, if Taylor's going to stay undefeated in his hometown, which he expects to do, or maybe on the side he can sell a little real estate over here. Control the ground in that ring. Charge him 3 punches for every foot he tries to come forward. In other words, control the range. Table setter. Let that long jab set up the straight right hand. And number 3, educated left hand. Your trainer, Pat Burns, has been working on that. Show the diversity and smart of your most important weapon. Not just the straight jab, but when you have him at the end of that jab, turn it into a hook or an uppercut. Then he'll stay where you want him to all night long.
Big crowd at Alltel Arena in Little Rock, Arkansas. They are scheduled for 12 rounds.
Back up, back up. Back up. Okay, gentlemen.
You're waiting over your head tonight, buddy.
Be quiet. Gentlemen, you're fighting for the WBC Continental America Middleweight Championship. I expect you to conduct yourself like champions. I want you to obey my command. When I tell you to break, I want you to stop punching, take a step back, protect yourself at all times. Keep your punches up, watch your head. Touch him up. Let's go to work.
This crowd is anxious for Jermain Taylor to go to work. He says, I'm right on schedule, not too fast, not too slow in this career. I'm on the right pace. Many would say he's been in the fast track, already the 7th ranked contender among the middleweights, according to Ring Magazine.
Well, early there, you could see a little verbal sparring between the two head trainers, Pat Burns and Alfonso Ortiz Sr. and Freddie Cuevas, doing a little trash talking. Taylor wants to control distance. He's got long arms, a good body, good size. He wants to use that left jab to set the table for everything else, whether it's the right hand or the left hook.
Eddie, talking about that jab, he landed 55% of the 35 jabs around he threw against Nicholas Cervera. The average middleweight throws in the low 20s per round and has a much lower connect rate.
There's something to watch for in the little telltale sign. If you have a pitcher, you know, sometimes a pitcher might just do a little something before he throws a certain pitch, and then the batter can pick up. He knows what's coming. A little bit of a tip-off. Taylor, sometimes when he's going to throw that jab, he drops it just a little bit, and then he sort of flicks it out with that elbow coming up. He just drops it a little bit, and then he flicks it out like Larry Holmes used to do.
Scored well there.
But right now, it doesn't matter. The main thing is Taylor's punching at the right distance. He's taller than Cuevas. He's getting full extension on his punches. He's controlling range. He wants to control range and keep the fight at a certain geography. Get full extension on those punches. Keep Cuevas outside. Catch him outside. And if Cuevas does try to get in, like we said in the tips, make him pay for real estate. Distance and control of distance is very important for the young Taylor. That time he pulled out, he got caught pulling out. Cuevas is a very game guy. I think he's made to order, to be honest with you, to Taylor. He's right in front of you, he's game, but he's one-dimensional, and he stands at the end of punches. And if he keeps doing that, Taylor sooner or later is going to get full extension on something behind that jab, like a right hand.
Tried to set up that right hand moments ago off the jab. Doubled up that left hand a couple of times in this first round. Already thrown 47 jabs in this first round to Cuevas' 16.
You know what Cuevas does wrong, Joe? You see he can't win on the outside. I mean, he's getting taken apart by the jab. Sooner or later, those right hands are going to crash home. He's too short. He can't stay on the outside with that jab with Taylor. He wants to get inside, but watch when he gets inside. He's not sure how to get inside. And when he does get inside, he comes back out. Look, he comes right back out. So he gets in where he wants to be, then he comes right back out where he's going to eat more of those jabs.
Strong start for Jermain. It went according to plan in the opening round here at Alltel Arena in Little Rock. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside as we get a look at Jermain Taylor, the unbeaten contender, the former U.S. Olympian. He's up against Freddie Cuevas. Strong first round. 14 out of 62 jabs landed for Taylor in that first round.
But Taylor doesn't have enough physical advantage besides being a bronze medalist in the 2000 Olympic Games and all that experience and confidence and fighting top fighters around the world. He's also the bigger man. He's a full-fledged middleweight, Joe, his entire career. Matter of fact, he's had 4 fights close to super middleweight. And Cuevas, he is a smaller man. He's a junior middleweight his entire career. Only time his weight moved up to middleweight was his last fight. Before that, he was 153 pounds.
You can see a small abrasion maybe turning into a cut.